Hello, 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 everybody. Good evening. Welcome to another round of Lord of the Rings Online with the MMORPG 201 crew. We are on week number 6, I believe, of this game, and that we are headed towards raid time, I think. We got gonna get ourselves ready for it, but before that, we got to get to level 50. So right now, we're all level 44-ish, 45-ish. Some of us didn't quite get to our level goal of 45 this week. So we are just going to do a quick dungeon or two here to get myself and Fate ready for level 45 quests, which are what we're going to also do tonight once we get there. So before we get to that, let's introduce everybody. We got myself. My name is Theric, and I am playing the Bjorning, the heavy armor-wearing, bear-shifting rar bear of everyone's hopes and dreams. And along with me is my good friend Stands in the Fire, our LOTRO event planner. How's it going?
Evening, everybody.
And as always, the storyteller and elf, Crow Singer. How's it going?
All right. Howdy.
Howdy. And on our burglar is Fate. How are you, Fate?
Doing good.
Awesome. And my Canadian friend, Vindini, playing the lute, having some fun. What's up, Vin?
Not too much. Just let it be known that Stans was actually my friend first. Just not to brag or anything, but
well, we'll see how it stands after tonight. All right, we'll just see how that goes. And last but not least is, of course, the man of Rohan. What's up, dude?
Hey.
Awesome.
So I couldn't think of anything good to say. Just hey.
Hey works just fine, man. That's all that's required. But this is a very casual, low-effort stream. I'm like super tired today. I've been a zombie all day, so don't expect high energy from me. I'm just gonna chill and kill some stuff. So, what are we killing, Stans? Why don't you brief us on the mission plan for tonight?
So I'm going to preface it by saying if I suddenly disappear, they just updated the tornado watch here to actually shelter and hide. So,
oh gosh.
Oh wow.
Fair warning.
Wow.
Are you in a shelter? Are you able in like?
As much as I have one here, and you know.
Oh my gosh.
It is what it is. There's a big window that's really cheap right off to the side of me. It's going to be great.
Oh my goodness.
Dude.
Well,
gives you a good view of the tornado coming.
Right? See?
we used to do that in Colorado. We would sit on our roofs and watch the tornadoes when they were coming out.
Wow. Well,
I remember being young.
I don't.
Being young and brave.
So we're gonna head over to one of the public dungeons, which we haven't done one of those in a while. Just kind of the open areas with a bunch of mobs to kill. This is Sarnor or Sarner, Mana Rohan. You might have a better guess of pronunciation on that.
I have to see the spelling probably.
Yeah, Sarnur, and I don't think there's an umlaut, so I think it's just
good.
Sarnor.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I'd say.
Yeah, so this is going to be a fortress that I believe has multiple different levels or areas within it, with a bunch of mobs and some wandering random spawn bosses. And we'll just see what we find in there.
I like the sound of that. Random wandering spawn bosses. Dig it. Well, let's follow the dwarf on the... what are you riding there? What is that, a boar?
This is a boar, yep.
The dwarf on a boar. I think I had a beer named Dwarf on a Boar once.
Love
I have to remember which is the turnoff. I think this is it.
Your LOTRO GPS.
Yeah. Well, the signpost tells.
Yes.
And I think we can get in through the front door here. It's been a long time.
Speaking of GPS or non-GPS, I hope that everyone has seen the interview that Disparate Worlds had with Joppa about Pantheon and in regards to maps especially.
That I haven't listened to it yet, and we are going to be talking about it on the rewind. So I'm like,
okay,
I'm going to be listening to both episodes and taking notes, because that is our sort of our primary news piece for the week. Because I heard it was really good. I heard Joppa spilled some beans. Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah.
So what is it, like maps and stuff like that? Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, just social stuff and what kind of systems are available and what kind of plan, and maps was one of those things that he talked about, and I don't want to give anything away or make people. You should just go watch it or come to the rewind if you're going to do that. So
Yeah, right on. I'm looking forward to it, actually. Those guys at Disparate Worlds are really, really good. Good content.
All right, so this is it.
Okay.
okay,
Dismounted.
Baramy's ready.
Rawr. Bear is ready to do some swiping.
Okay, gonna get everybody buffed up here.
Yeah, I think I have some buff potions. What do I have here? What can I use to...
And I don't imagine it should be too bad at the beginning. We're going to be fighting stuff that's like level 46 through 48, just regular signatures that here. So I don't think we need to worry too much.
Okay.
Oh, look at the cave we're in.
And yeah, this is a good place to kind of look at the scenery.
It kind of reminds me a lot of Amberfade, doesn't it? Don't you think?
Need to follow the. Yeah. Just not as tall.
Yeah. I can get in there a little further though. It's really neat. Ooh, I'm getting all kinds of new deeds. Master of Beasts. I got one a second ago. I don't know what it was.
Yep, because we've entered a new zone, and this is how we're going to get a bunch of Virtue XP and Thorn's Hall rep,
Nice.
and probably some titles too.
You know what this reminds me of is the dwarf stuff in Dragon Age Origins.
Yes.
The Orzammar.
Oh yeah, I
Orzammar.
love that stuff. Love it.
The Under Road, whatever it's called.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. And you get to what are they called? Each one of the little towns that are in the.
Oh, I can't remember either. I've played that game a million times. What are the name of the little like sections of the city, right? Like the quarters.
They don't call them wards. They call them
like warrens.
something else.
There's like the poor one. There's the one for the exiled dwarves and like. Yeah.
But then, like, if you're a paragon, you can start your own town or something. You know, are you? Because you go and you like travel the road and you're trying to find Captain Janeway.
Yes, Captain Janeway. The Deep Roads, I think, is what they're called.
Yeah.
Deep Roads,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what they're called.
Yeah, the Dark Spawn.
That first game was so good.
Oh,
Loved
did you
it.
know that
Yeah.
they're talking about a remake, right, or a remaster? I think.
Oh, a remaster. They're also coming out with a fourth game.
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen the stuff for the fourth game. I'm not crazy about it, but
The
Yeah.
fourth game seems to have some development issues currently.
Most of the
Oh,
really
no.
good writers have left the team.
yes.
Yeah, well, BioWare is not a great place to work anymore, from what I understand. It
Yeah.
hasn't been for a while.
Electronic art.
Hi, Sparrow.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Sparrow.
Yeah, so like in Dragon Age Origins, I played every opening like scenario, right? Because you have all those different origin stories, and the dwarf one was probably
Definitely the
my-
best.
Yeah, probably my favorite. Probably my favorite.
The
Yeah,
human
I
one
like the
actually,
politics.
I'm glad you,
Yeah.
you chose the proper.
the human one's pretty interesting, starting out as like a little lordling and then like getting exiled and everything like that.
The elf one sucks.
The elf one sucks. It does.
You're like
The mage one is also not great either.
Yeah,
starting
because
out,
you go
you
into
would
the
think starting
fade
out
so
in the
much,
tower
right?
would be.
Yeah, I didn't want to
Interesting,
go in
but-
the fade right away. That was
No.
very annoying.
and it's just so plain looking. Like it's so boring. There's just nothing there.
There's also now the other games. Well, at least
Fate and Inquisition was really cool.
I was gonna say Inquisition also fixed one thing that irritated me. If you started an elf mage, you still started in the circle. There was no option to start with the wild elves. I can't remember what they're called now.
So look down off this bridge here.
Ooh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, the Tuvok elves.
The Tuvok elves.
Tuvok
That's great.
And it just occurred to me that there are two Voyager people doing voices for that game.
Yeah, Janeway.
Yeah.
Who's the other one? Who does the other voice?
Tuvok is the elf
Oh,
dude
is he? I didn't realize.
who actually was, spoilers from
Flag.
20 years ago, who was enslaving his own people.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
right,
basically.
Right.
I like
Janeway-
how we have
lit-
a level 130 dude just hanging out here AFK.
Janeway was Morgan, right? Yeah.
No,
No.
Morgan,
Morgan was
Hey,
Claudia
Frank,
Black.
Claudia Black.
Claudia Black, yeah.
Oh.
Aaron's son.
Yes.
Thank you.
Depending
Phil.
on.
Who is the awesomest.
Yep. So
Well-
let's just go ahead and pop into the keep here real quick, which is a different little section of this.
Oh, this
we
is
ha-
so
we have-
cool.
It's really.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, look, there's paragons and everything on it.
That's what I thought too. Yeah. How funny how we're just talking about that.
This
Break
gives
out.
us slightly higher mobs.
Okay.
Okay. It looks like.
Oh,
Oh,
I may be
Sparrow says
crashing.
the dwarf in Origins, the dwarf story is what lost her on the game, huh? That's too bad. It's too bad.
Sparrow.
It was long. I'll give you that.
It was.
Oh, you're right about being
It was-
harder. Okay. Whoops.
It was a bit of a slog.
I'm also game crashed, so
Oh, okay.
you don't have a tank currently.
No tank.
I was
no
like,
I'll
why is
just
it so
stay
hard?
here then.
tank. We'll just wait.
Let's wait.
Ah, Crow.
Apparently, I'm not allowed to damage these people. That one did. Did 0 damage to it.
I need to-
You're 4 or 5 levels lower than it, so you're going to get a lot of glancing blows.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is that a lot of enemies in here, kind of like we were talking about last stream, have resistances to a lot of damage types.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, both my weapons are Western East damage.
Yeah. The core, I think, is ancient dwarf damage that
Okay.
they're vulnerable to in here.
Cool. I do have one of mine is ancient dwarf make damage.
I don't think I have anything. What do mine do? I got Western East on one, and nothing on the other, just regular.
Yeah, so they're they may be a little harder to kill.
Okay. Hey,
Looks like Drac has joined the game.
Yeah, just gonna say Drac is in. Drakadan has come online.
Are you coming to play for Stance? Is that why you?
Yeah,
joined?
you're the
We need a
new tank
wizard
while
tank.
I'm crashed.
Wizard tank. He's coming to save the day with his wizard tank. He's coming to train us. Is what he's coming to do.
Random Rob style.
Yeah, random Rob.
Poor Rob's never gonna live that down.
That guy. He owes me. He interrupted my lore. That guy. Nobody interrupts the lore.
Worse than anything.
That is the final insult.
Okay, I am back.
There you are. Still in the group. Yep.
Yep. Get my stuff set back up real quick because buffs are gone.
I should.
If you look on the little mini map, look at all the red dots that are around. There's so many enemies
everywhere.
It looks like
It's like a swarm.
so. This looks like from the movies, right? When they're going through the mines of Moria, right? And the big, tall pillars on the sides, and then they just
Yeah.
start hearing the goblins, crawling along the ceiling and stuff.
Yeah. I felt like that was a really successful representation because it was creepy. All of the spider kind of,
Yeah. It was a good scene. I really enjoyed it. I thought they set the tension in that scene really well.
I'm afraid people are gonna die.
Ah, man. Yeah, these guys are hardy.
Good, that's what we want, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It does look like I'm doing no damage to them. I just see a bunch of deflected and absorbed messages.
Yep.
Stand in the white circle. That's what I know. The white square.
Yep. That's,
No one told me I
that's
had to
my
bring
favorite.
different swords.
Yeah, I wasn't told that.
I hope I get one.
I got my
I've
claws.
got one. Yeah.
What's the name of this dungeon, Stance?
This is Sarnor,
Sarner. That's where we are, Drac.
and we're in Sarnor Keep right now, which is the subsection. And if we look down, we can see, do we want to go down those stairs, or do we want to keep at the level we're at? Because there's that whole sub-level down below us.
Whatever's cooler.
Yeah. What's cooler?
I second that. This is pretty cool up here. Look at this.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
keep
let's-
going.
I see cave wargs, but not a warg boss. Okay. we're just gonna see what we find.
Experience is decent. I'm making progress here. How far are you into 44 Fate?
I'm about 40% in.
Okay, just a little bit behind me.
Quit absorbing, you jerk. This is like the orc camp in that I was in EverQuest.
I was just gonna say we're in Sarnor's Keep. It sounds like EverQuest location. Sounds like Karnor.
Was that the tower, or was that the one that had
It was
It was the Drolvarg castle in
Okay,
Dreaded,
Dreadlands?
yeah.
Yes.
I spent
Dreadlands
so
is-
much time there.
Me
All I
too.
remember is one of my strongest memories of that area was that long hallway at the beginning that you sort of, once you zoned in, you just sort of went down this really long hallway and then you turned the corner and that's where all the bad stuff was.
Yeah, I recall desperately trying to get my Ranger Epic, and I could never get
Oh man.
in a group that didn't also need the thing from Benril Sathir.
Have I told you?
Oh, yeah.
Have I told you my Ranger epic story from Karnor Castle, Manorohan? Have you heard it?
No.
Okay, so here's what happened to me. I had a group. We had two groups from my guild, and we were camping for the Ranger epic. So Benril Sathir, and we were there overnight, like 24 hours, 12-hour shifts. And finally, he spawned near the end of my shift, and I was so like, I'm getting it. And right as he killed him, and I knelt down to loot the sphere, right? And I went link dead at that very moment.
No.
And I was
That's
like,
awful.
oh my gosh. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm freaking out, losing my mind. And my friends, fortunately, held the body there, kneeled down, kept the loot box open. And I was able to
that's
get back
good.
in and get it. So,
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I know, right? But
At least you had friends to do that. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was in pickup groups for that at that point.
We had a lot of
So-
rangers in our guild, so there was a demand for it. So we managed to get the camp and hold it for quite a while.
That's awesome.
Did it feel lazy to you, Theric, that the Ranger Epic and the Druid Epic were like 90% identical?
Yeah, it definitely did. But the problem was is that
It's so weird because all the other epics are like these very unique quests, and then they're like, Ranger Druid, they're basically the same thing, right?
yeah, I know. Well, but if you look at the spells, right, and they did the same thing with the spells for the most part.
Yeah.
Rangers were just like 3 levels
I have
below.
so many buffs now. It's awesome.
Buff Crow.
Well, one of the things that as captains get higher in levels and we start getting more points to spend, one of the things we unlock is when we use our Sure Strike, when we're battle readied, normally that just gives our Shield Brother a buff.
Oh yeah, I've already got all
But-
3 of the points in the one that spreads it to the party.
Exactly. So we now buff our entire party, and both of us
Yeah.
are doing that too. So
Um,
our party
And
buffs are insane.
Inspire and 2 Arms both I'm giving to the party.
Yep. Likewise.
Oh, vampire dust.
Yeah, I was
Mr.
looking at that
Mr.
comment,
C.
Mr. Cottlefire. My enchanter could never get the Vampire Dust in Plane of Hate for his epic. Also, no luck with the Shisar guy in Plane of Fear. I remember people going into Plane of Fear looking for that Shisar guy. It's a popular target.
Yeah, I really don't want the whole I'm gonna camp for 12 hours and if something crazy happens, that just means I lost out on that 12 hours of time.
No.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Like,
Can't
yeah,
have
yeah,
that.
please
ask
don't
Rack
do
about that one.
Yeah, those EQ
Yeah.
guys, they know it well. Like, I don't want that either. That's absolutely unacceptable and will hurt
Yeah,
any kind of chances of success for Pantheon.
yeah.
You
And
know,
it was
a
like
different
it wasn't
time.
even just an occasional thing either, right? Like it was constant. Like there were the epic quests, there was like the keys for Bishan's Peak, and then for the one in Luckland, and it was all over the place.
Yeah.
And just like regular loot camps where it's like, oh, this boss has like, or this rare mob has a like 5% chance to spawn every 30 minutes.
Yeah, the rarity of the spawns are something that is kind of needs to be, you know, a little bit more modernized. The rarity of the drop rate is fine. Like I was looking at some Elden Ring content today because I've been playing that lately, and like I think that game does a really good job of like drop rate rarity, because there's a lot of weapons in that game and armor in that game that is very rare. Really, even for a single player game, you know, it's pretty rare.
I agree with you. Spawn rate needs to be pretty good. Drop rate is okay if it's ultra rare. If there's some ultra rare stuff out there.
Yeah.
I agree. Whoops. Crow and I are way over here. Whoopsie.
I was following our dwarf.
Again, I just didn't see the shield. Sorry, Stans.
Well, he's kind of short.
Kind of short. Very short. Well, he's not burglar short, but he's short.
It's a advantage, not a detriment.
Feature, not a bug.
So I mentioned on Tuesday during the 101. Oh, congrats. During the 101 that the 201 stream was more like the brandy drinking, cigar smoking stream, and they're a little more wild.
They're a
little more of the fire.
The Mountain Dew stream.
Well, I was gonna say the what's the cheap fire whiskey?
Like Fireball.
Fireball. There you go. Yeah, cheap. You hear that 101 cheap? Sparrow's on. Oh, I'm just kidding.
They're like the homebrew wine show, you know?
Oh, jeez. That's just mean.
Brewed in a bathtub liquor.
Yeah.
Jello shots and fireballs. That's what Drax said. You got. That's exactly right. That's what you guys are. We prefer a snifter of brandy, if you will, on the 201.
Ah, get out of here, box of fire.
Box of fire.
I mean, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah, well placed. Well played, Dour Hand. You're
now
right in the
I have
middle.
a Grateful Dead song in my head.
Which one?
Box of Rain.
Oh, I was thinking Ring of Fire, Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Well, in
To a burning box of fire.
burning box of fire. Whenever my wife and I go downtown for a hockey game, there's a busker that plays that song over and over and over again on like the walk from where we park to the arena, and he is so happy to play that song for like 8 hours, and he gets so many tips because people love that song.
Seems like more of a Calgary Flames song than a Winnipeg Jets song.
That's true. That's true. Good point. Good point.
Yeah, these overseers are just nasty with the resists and absorbs.
Yeah.
Cantankerous.
I feel like I'm just slapping them. I'm not really hitting them at all.
Giving him a little tickle. I think it's a me problem. I think I'm not doing enough damage. I gotta up my DPS game here.
That must be it.
Red Bear needs more red.
I'm doing like no damage. It's not something I'm used to.
Well,
No.
maybe we'll get some drops in here.
I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head all night.
Ooh. Oh,
Sorry,
I lack the proper training.
I'm just peeking around and looking for bosses.
Checking the boss sitch. There's some red boards down there.
So because I just leveled, and this probably is only going to be meaningful to Crow, but my motivation speech transferred to improved motivating speech. And where is your herald going, Crow?
Yeah, I was.
The Herald.
man.
Herald is
He was
brave.
off on a.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Is your herald on aggressive? Is your pet on aggressive, Crow? So my
Defend you or itself. It's in guard mode.
Man, it must have saw somebody it didn't like the looks of.
Somebody looked at me wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, it was defending your honor.
Yeah, defending
That's
your
right.
honor. There you go.
But yeah, so my motivating speech skill, which is our 5-minute group buff, is now improved motivating speech. So I buff people's stats as well as just our health.
Oh.
So everybody has 17 more to all of their primary stats.
Sweet.
Awesome.
The Air Bear's getting better.
That's a significant amount too.
Speaking of, 8 million buffs on us, well, we have some more now.
What's one more amongst buff friends?
More buffs, please.
Yeah.
Indini demands more buffs.
Yeah. How many raids have been wiped by an unruly pet?
In this game or in the history of MMOs? It's a lot.
Either. I think
Exactly
the
question
answer
I was
is
thinking.
a massive amount, no matter what. No
Yeah,
matter
high percentage.
how
High percentage.
High percentage.
no matter how you narrow it down.
1 sec, sorry guys, I need to check this.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good.
Okay.
No, I wiped our whole raid.
I just saw somebody else I work with in town just texted me, so I wanted to make sure it was a "we're okay," not a "oh god, oh god."
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you need to go, man, honestly, just go. It's,
No,
you got
it was literally just him seeing if I'm okay here because they lost power.
Okay.
He almost ran off the edge. Okay.
Yeah, look at this
Don't
guy
do that.
standing right on the edge of the cliff. This dwarf, he's brave.
I almost beelined it at him, and I would have fallen right through.
I wish I had a skill to like knock him back. That would be.
Oh,
awesome. As a bear.
That was a favorite skill of mine on my Blackguard in Warhammer was a knockback, and like you had a build spend mechanic on the Blackguard, and if I maxed it out, I could send people flying like 100 yards or something like that. It was ridiculous.
So I don't know what was wrong, but I hit some wrong buttons and I started running right toward the edge, and I'm like, what is happening? I was able to save myself just now, but it makes me think of a friend of mine, and I know there are people like this, when they see things like windmills off the side of the road, or big things like that, or crashes, like if a truck is on the side of the road, they like just go right at it. They drive right into it.
The drift. I've
Yeah,
done that.
they're just.
Oh, I fell down. Oh, jeez.
I was gonna say, as soon as Man Rohan was done talking, I was gonna say there's this little area down here that you could jump down, but I guess we're jumping down.
Come down, friends.
I guess we're here now.
I didn't
So
see that.
this is the tunnel that we just took up to get back where we are. So we're just gonna go back up the
Oh,
tunnel.
okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, just broke my legs. No big deal.
Yeah. I was doing exactly what you were saying, man. Ryan. I was the drift had got me.
Yep.
I thought that was intentional. I thought you were just demoing it.
You're like, oh goodness, I just fell. Oh.
It's kind of amazing, and I love it. So everybody, because we're getting loot in here, might want to check your inventory and see if you've gotten weapons that do different
yes.
damage types.
Okay, hold on. Let
All right,
me
hang on.
look through my.
I do have a thing that says essences, then traceries. Suddenly.
Yeah, because we're starting to get to the point where all of us are 45, which means that we're going to be unlocking our legendary items soon.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting
That's
all of
actually
them.
one of the things where when we get our 44s to 45, if we do that quick enough, we were going to pop over and start that quest chain.
Actually, let me sell for a minute.
Yeah. And yes, Drac, whole dungeon pulls. We fall down a level. Harold takes the long way.
Yeah, I saw the Herald down here just wrecking face.
Yep. We used to have a hunter who would pull bosses in molten core with his pet and walk away from the keyboard.
Oh,
Hey, Sarah. You're just in time.
Okay, totally browsing the shop now.
Stop browsing
Selling.
the shop.
I'm selling. That's what I'm doing.
oh, nice. Yeah.
Crow means browsing the shop.
Window
What?
shopping.
No, I mean I'm selling this stuff in my inventory.
Yeah. Sorry, me too.
So much junk.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody. Almost done. Doggone it! Where are the weapons? Give me some weapons.
Yeah, I
Seriously.
didn't get any weapons either. I got some essences, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Well, let's.
Like I want essences.
Only a Sarah wants essences.
I want the essence of Gelfling. That's all I want.
The essence of
Yeah.
essence. I don't want anybody's essence. I'll just
All right,
take
I'm
like
done selling.
essences of stats.
Ready?
And
Yeah.
I don't need
Actually, if you haven't seen it, they only have one season, and I haven't heard about.
It's canceled. The's not going to be as
Yeah,
far as I know. It's canceled. There's
thought
not going to
so.
be a second season.
That's what I heard as well, Fate. But yeah, the, Age of Resistance or something like that.
Yeah.
It's
Fires
excellent.
of Resistance, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
it's really
I love.
good.
It's really good.
what
It's a
platform
it's
is
a
it on?
callback to the old like
Yeah,
Jim
but
Henson quality.
Yeah, but I mean, because it was the Jim Henson crew that did it, and it was the original designer as well. So
What?
it's
streaming service?
sorry, Dark
It's
Crystal.
Netflix. Yeah, Dark Crystal
Yeah.
Age of Resistance. It's on Netflix.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's like a
Yes.
little TV show about like the Gelfling uprising, like 1,000 years before the movie.
Yeah, it happens before you. Yeah.
And sadly, it ends on a little bit of a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Okay, don't
It
fall
was.
down the hole.
It was so good. Yeah, don't do it.
No, don't. There is a hole there.
We're going past the hole.
You know, Sarah, I know you guys did a dungeon in like 15 minutes or less, but you know we don't do the newbie level dungeons. We do the big stuff. Like we go to places like this where multi-level, random bosses roaming around.
We're not in it for the cheap thrills, so
I know. You know, we're like you guys are the junk food stream.
this is the highbrow stream.
Yeah.
This is the big time here.
Wait a minute, there were cheap thrills on offer?
Yes.
Yeah, if you watched on Tuesday night, definitely.
Stan, so you would have been shocked and appalled, and then shocked and appalled one more time.
There were some dirty deeds, and they were done dirt cheap.
All I kept saying was, "What would Stan say?" I just kept shaking my head for you. That's all I could do.
But in their defense, it was really funny. So.
Marginally funny. Let's not give them too much credit. That's,
It had an element of humor about it.
where do I find the kick-ass loot of ass kicking and healing and stuff? Where's that at? What dungeon do I gotta go in for that?
I think that's in 2 weeks' time. That'll be your raid loot. You've got that.
Nice.
You've
I
got that
love it.
marked, yeah.
I'm in.
See you, Sarah. Have fun.
Bye, Sarah.
Being a parent.
No. Those guys are so unreliable in regards to when they throw, across the game, because there's several versions. Like, I'm fighting you. Are you going to throw that or what?
It's one of the reasons why, if I can, I try and get off a stun on them to lead, because then they basically get confused and drop it right at their feet.
Yeah. Ooh. I wish that I could mine ancient silver, but I cannot.
Where's all these bosses at? I was told there would be bosses. Random wandering ones, in fact.
Yeah, well, we'll see if we can find some.
They're on a 12-hour spawn cycle, give or take 6 hours.
I think Drac must have been here already. Farming bosses.
Do they drop eggs?
Probably. Oh, we got another guy behind us here. Came out of the corner to kill us.
No, that's okay.
Sorry, Jeeves is over here. We're fine.
Yeah, Drac, don't worry about us. We'll find the bosses. We're gonna find the boss of the bosses. We don't worry about lesser bosses.
Only the best bosses for us.
Oh, by the way, since we're doing this again, I don't know if there's a campfire around here or anything like that, but I actually have an ability where I can summon a peddler to a campfire. So if you guys don't have the ability to sell, I can... If we can find a campfire, I can summon something.
Honestly, like, in all the loot stuff, like, I'm pulling a few things out, but mostly I'm just trashing everything. Like, I'm not even worrying about selling stuff until I have, like, tons of equipment that I'm not going to use. I know.
A penny saved, a penny earned, Derek.
I know. It's sort of like a sin in the MMO world, right?
I'm a pack rat. I'm a total pack rat.
Yep.
You're the...
It's a problem.
I prefer the term hoarder.
You're like,
I mean,
the cash shop designer's dream, right? Like, I have to have.
Well,
everything.
no, because I'm also a cheapskate, so...
Mine comes from a fear of throwing something away that you needed for some quest or something that someone never told you about. Then you find out later that, oh, I sold that 1,000,000 years ago.
Yep.
It's
That's the worst.
the EverQuest curse.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, I mean, I really wish I could just go pick up some berries and sell them to a vendor, That'd be nice. You need to make some extra cash, just go sell some crap to this guy. I found a shell.
Is this worth anything?
Is this worth anything?
Is this a rare drop?
Also, do you have anything underneath your counter that I could buy?
The worst ones are things like crush bone belts, right? Where like they drop a dime a dozen. They're just pieces of armor. You don't give any thought about it. You just sell them for like the 2 silver or whatever that the merchant gives you for them. And then later on, you find out that you could have turned them in for a lot of experience, faction, armor, better armor than what they are, and
Right.
money.
Womp womp.
Yep.
Or you can sell them for, depending on the server, 2 to 4 plat to other people who are wanting to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great way to make money at the beginning.
Mm-hmm. I made a decent amount of money at the beginning of when I played by going to for some reason the dwarf guards in Butcher Block were really popular to kill for evil races, and it was usually like a monk and a shaman or something like that, because it was the evil races, or like a necromancer, and they either their bags would fill up, or if it was a monk they wouldn't want the extra weight, and they would leave the fine steel weapons on the
Oh, nice.
on the corpses, and so I would just wander around to all the different guard stations and clean up.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. That's a lot of money. Fine steel weapons. People wanted them. Early players.
Well, I seem to remember the first time Nagafen was killed on my server, it was with fine steel weapons.
Was that right? Wow.
Yeah,
How do you like that?
Nope. Dead end.
it was real early on. Ooh, good on fire. Wonderful.
Bronze armor and fine steel weapons. Or banded armor.
I so want to just jump down here.
I follow you.
Let's dismiss our heralds real quick, because otherwise they will go the long way around.
Pull the whole dungeon in on us.
Dismissing.
Down we go.
Oh no. Warg schmorgs. So on the YouTube page it says 2 are watching, but there were clearly more people chatting.
It might not refresh. I think mine still says 3 from when I opened it.
Yeah.
Mine says 14.
Yeah, that's the...
How could nobody be watching this amazing stream?
I know, right? Like,
This is the brandy and cigar stream. Everyone loves this one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Almost like YouTube's metrics are
No good.
why?
Yeah, it's funny trying to figure things out when you look at YouTube Studio and you're trying to figure out like a video's analytics, and they're so inconsistent sometimes, trying to get a handle on what's actually happening with your content. Although I had a neat little moment where I actually switched out the thumbnail on a video and the impression click-through rate.
And I'm 46.
Oh, grats.
Yes.
Geez, way ahead of me.
Congrats.
Yeah, I'm still like, I got 25% left, and my experience is not flowing the way I hoped.
Yeah,
mine
same.
either.
I'm at 50% of the way. Well, the sad part about YouTube is that the clickbaity stuff that you see all the time that creators do, that like it works, and it's like about the only thing that does work. Like certain types of creators I see will get away without doing it, but like their growth is going to be like slower. It's going to be less because they're not doing all the clickbaity stuff.
Yeah, it's funny, I try to. The more I've gotten into it and sort of learned, it's clear what works. It's very obvious what kind of thumbnail works, what kind of titles work, and what kind of how you can sort of promote it. But I think that there's like a second level of that works as well. And if your content is strong enough, you can do that kind of second level of less obvious clickbait. That's kind of where I've tried to sort of aim things at. I'm not going to put a face with some crazy expression and an outline around it on my thumbnail. I refuse to do that. Drac and I have joked around about that. It's like, maybe someday when we really, really are desperate to get somebody to see something. But for now, try and make them a little more representative.
Dignified.
Yeah, a little more dignified. I don't know if you know, he's an Elden Ring, probably the biggest Dark Souls Elden Ring, that whole universe content creator, Vadi Vidya. Amazing content, right? Sort of where I want to go with a lot of the lore content that I like to do. And I've sort of like modeled his strategy because it's very not clickbaity, I find.
You might take a look at Mandalore Gaming too, if you don't.
Mandalore Gaming, I don't know that. I'll have to check it out.
He does like focused. They're not review videos on video games because they're like an overview of like the whole game and like the history behind the game. And like he usually does a series, and they're usually like obscure RPGs and that sort of thing. So, probably a lot of games that you would have liked.
Yeah, Mandalore Gaming, I'll check it out.
But his are just like long form, like almost essay type videos. He does not do any of the clickbait or anything like that, but he's quite popular as well.
Yeah, like I said, when you find stuff like that, I find it interesting because I'm like, okay, so what's making that work, right? And it's just, I find like good content, if you pair it with good content with a reasonable amount of reasonably decent thumbnail, it'll work.
Sparrow, I saw your comment that this stream needs more D&V. No, that's
More DMV? That's
D
doesn't
and
sound,
V.
doesn't sound exciting. Wait.
Yeah, no, I don't want
your-
DMV at all. No,
What's
no.
DNV, Sparrow? Death and violence? Are you looking for drums and violins? What are we talking about?
Drac and Vindini. Drax in the other stream. We can't get him. We're not together until we raid. So Drac and Vindini when we're raiding, it's happening. You'll get your wish then, Sparrow.
Although it's Drac, thanks for reminding me. I haven't voted yet in March Madness for today.
Yes.
I gotta do it.
So today is Archai Monk versus Human Monk?
Human monk.
You gotta vote Archai Monk, right? I mean,
It's the new hotness.
well, so again, lore time, but Archai Monk are part of their culture. They have a whole sect of monks called the Atahane that have been like leaders of their little society, leaders of Archai culture. Gotta be the Archai Monk. Did you vote Ogre Warrior or Dwarf Warrior from yesterday's poll?
I voted Ogre Warrior.
My God, it keeps going down.
Yep.
I voted Dwarf Warrior.
It was a tough choice, but I feel like the Ogre Warrior is kind of like more iconic.
I felt like the Ogre Warrior was more meta. You know what I mean? Like, just a winner. They're gonna win just because they have better stats, probably. But Dwarf Warriors, like, I feel are just so violent, like so aggressive and just nasty.
See, I'm gonna go for the Dwarf Paladin when that one comes up.
Okay.
Over the is it
Well-
the Ogre or is it what's the Darkmer Dire Lord? Excuse me. I think is what they're up against.
I haven't looked ahead yet. I gotta look ahead.
Well, Dark Dwarf Cleric's gonna win the whole thing, so I agree. I agree with you.
Elf,
Dwarf is
elf
great.
Druid, bro. Elf Druid for
Elf
the win.
Ranger is gonna win. Do you have any idea
Elf
how many
Druid.
elf Rangers we have in our community? I mean, look at Sparrow's here. I mean, Sparrow can tell you. There's elf Rangers
I thought it was going to
everywhere.
be the Scar Ranger.
Ah, I think that's the matchup.
It's gonna.
And-
I think the Murder Hobbit. I mean Halfling Rogue is going to get the surprise win. They're gonna.
So-
Back on the first level now.
Oh, so Theric, did you say it's Loric time? Like lore from Theric?
Ooh, I didn't say
Because
that.
if you did, I thought it's awesome.
I'm gonna say yes. I didn't.
It's Loric time.
It's Loric time.
Oh. Well, no wonder I couldn't use my skills. I was focused on the Jeeves. Doggone it.
Jeez.
Poor Jeeves. Okay, let's see where we haven't gone in here. Or we could go back out to the hall and go a different direction.
Kind of curious what's up the stairs there.
Have we been here before? Or is these repops or is this new? area?
Up the stairs here by the throne.
Yeah.
We were up there, and I don't think it looped around, but
Oh,
let's check it
okay.
out. Let's check it out though.
Or we could go to those deep levels we never got to.
Yeah, we could go back through the main door we came into this area and go down the stairs we were looking at before. That's also an option.
I got a new
The
title.
deep levels are often cool.
I don't know. Theribear, Betrayer's Bane.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, let's head back to the other main area and then go down. Let's see if I can remember. Yep, this door right here.
Sarner Great Hall.
Oh, I like the door. Cool.
Doot.
Oh, we killed an adorable little creature.
These guys are no
I can
problem.
actually hit these guys. It's amazing.
they're dying so quickly. Who's this? Is this another player?
Yep.
Another player.
Yeah.
God, another
It's an
player in
AFK
an
NPC.
MMO? My God. Who knew? we
Yeah,
would-
look down there. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, let's head that way. So, because there's the stairs down right to our right here.
Oh no, you can't get away.
But I'm ranged.
I just
I've
want
not
to take
seen
a
these
peek
aren't-
up here.
These
Just 'cause
aren't
it looks like a place
signature.
a boss might spawn.
Hmm.
Oh. No, the stuff in this area here, they aren't signature or anything. They're just little chump mobs. Well, another reason why we're destroying these ones so quickly.
Yard trash, if you will.
This is where you would set up the AoE group.
Yeah.
You'd have a monk go up all the way up here to the top. The group would be at the bottom, and the monk would like tag something, and then just fall down to the bottom.
Right. So apparently those stairs don't go all the way down. They just go here.
That was fortunate.
But
Jeez,
Oh, you were right on the edge there,
It's a
man.
long way.
Holy cow.
that was an accident.
There
I
was some
almost fell.
coyote time right there, I think.
How do we get down?
Yeah, look, there's trolls
Yeah.
down there.
Did you see my legs doing the bada-bada-bada-bada?
yeah, so you look at those like snow troll rippers and hurlers and stuff down there.
That's
all-
where we need to be.
Yeah, we got to go down somehow.
Formidable
Yeah, okay.
snow bear. Yeah, we gotta get down there. I got my my kin down there.
Yeah. Sorry, Theric.
That's okay. I don't really like them that much.
There's like
They
yeah,
always-
my family are all jerks.
They always stiff me on the Secret Santa on Christmas time.
I was always the last one to get the honey.
This goes down, but how far down does it go? This has stairs.
Oh, it goes down.
Down sounds good.
Ooh, get that level 49 guy walking away.
Yep, there's a boss. We'll get him in a sec here. So there we go. We found our first wandering boss in here.
And okay. Let's get a bathtub right here. Oh, it's a lat tub. Never mind.
It's not bathtub.
Not bathtub.
Lat tub.
It's French. It's French.
A lat tub.
Wow.
I thought that was Spanish. It's LA, right? La tub.
You know, la tub.
It's like my daughter takes French, and I said, "What do you need to know? Just say oh ha ha a bunch of times, and you're good."
and croissant. You gotta throw a croissant in there. Oh.
Le croissant.
Le croissant. Anyway. Oh, these guys are not good at.
Yeah, trolls like doing that.
I'm just happy I can actually hit them.
Oh, I gotta clear out my inventory. My bag has turned red. It's warning me. It's like, do something about this. Hold on 1 second. Let me just go through this.
Ooh, Fate. This might... Oh, man, a tactical crit modifier, but these gloves might still be good for you, because the stats on them are just really good.
Hang on, I'm gonna sell
Let
them.
me make a spot for him 1 second.
Yeah.
So much junk.
Oh, do you use shields? Here, let me just trade you this shield.
Yeah.
Oops, hold on. I'm not sure if it'll let that trade go. It will not. 1 second. Hold on, it's not letting me destroy anything.
Just got those shoes. I don't need shoes. I need weapons.
Those just have so much agility on them that they're probably good even if the secondary stats are meh.
They actually have exactly as much agility as the stuff that I'm wearing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. there was a pretty long series of quests in Angbor that granted a like full set of purple gear with a set bonus on it. That's actually really good.
Yeah, that's really nice if you can get all of them for the set bonus. Because individually they're kind of
Does anyone need this hat?
Loafers hat. That sounds great. Accoutrements of the sluggard.
Wow.
What kind of? It's a set. Definitely not me. I mean, I like.
Well, I mean, it
set.
looks like a good light armor hat, though. If anybody
I would take it.
That's a thin piece. Yeah.
I'm okay with being a loafer.
It's got Vindini's name written all over it. He is the sluggard.
Now we have to see what it looks like.
Yeah, you got to put it on. Let's see this.
It is kind of amazing. I previewed it to see what it looked like, and it's something special. His cloak might cover it because he's wearing a hooded cloak.
Oh, you gotta hide.
Can you not hide?
There it is. There it is.
Nope.
Wow.
Awesome.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, that is.
It's like Tom Bombadil's hat.
Very sluggardy.
That is a sluggardy thing.
That's really weird looking. Little stovepipe top cutouts on the side, man. Vindini,
That is something. I'm putting my cape back on.
He's like, nope on the hat. That's why I'm a bear. I don't have to show off ugly armor.
Oh, good. Still going down. This is right.
You
I
just
think
have to
this
be
is
naked all the
promising,
time.
Yeah, just my big bear butt in your face all the time.
So there's a few trolls down here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Pull them all. I can actually hit this stuff, so I'm back in business.
It's the hat making all the difference now.
Who's the sluggard now?
These guys didn't
Bring them into the square, somebody.
Yeah, they had me unable to move there. The bear had me whacked.
The bear had you whacked.
Now we're in the place.
Now we made
Yeah.
it down. Sweet.
That bear died very violently.
Well, we did murder it.
Well, the animation was shocking.
You do sound shocked.
I have lots of sound calm practice from when I used to work service delivery, and when all hell was breaking loose at work, I'd have to be calm when I told people about it. Oh yeah, we're losing thousands and thousands of dollars a second right now, but I have to be calm so you guys don't freak out too.
You said you were a dispatcher, right?
No, this is back when I was I was supporting a product that was. I mean, I own the product, but we also, if there was an HPI, I was on the master data team, so they. Oh. If anything went wrong there, nothing else worked in the whole enterprise.
I don't know, but I want to find. Is this might be another exit?
I see.
Or we're in the caverns.
Master data is what I do now
Oh yeah.
for a software
Not
company.
master control program.
Oh, we're
No.
oh, yes.
Yeah, and there's more stuff down there too. Look at that stuff down there.
Yep, and look at we've jumped up some levels too.
I'm going behind him so I get hit into the rocks and not off the bridge.
That's a good idea. Should also do that.
Ooh, more stuff I can't damage.
Yeah, we might be a little over our level here.
Yeah.
You have little faith. Come on, my friends. We'll be fine.
Well, he's only half down, so
Yeah, these are getting high.
Yeah, that guy was tough.
Just like Drac, he gets lit.
You and
Or
I.
he is lit.
You and I are way too old to be using that expression, my friend.
Well, lit for us
It's
just
something
means
else.
stoned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
now,
yeah.
you know, lit means really awesome, or at least it used to.
When we are on the stream, I know I was using it in the context that we know it as, and they were using
Yeah.
it in that kind. I'm like, oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Oh.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah, it's really awesome. You're right.
Yeah,
You're not totally stoned.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah, those guys were challenging.
Wow. So progress will be slow.
Experience, better experience.
That's true.
Marginally.
Hey, marginal is still better.
Yeah, but it's all about the XP per hour, right?
Yeah. Oh, you and your data analytics. Stop being so crunchy.
That's a good point.
Yeah, what's the ROI on these trolls?
Honestly, not as good as the mobs we were fighting before.
Might be right.
They're fun, I just don't know if they're really worth their time, but that's
Yeah,
the pass.
that's what I'm wondering.
The problem is that right down to my left, I can see the ramp that leads down even further.
And it's exciting.
And I kind of want to go there.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah, that's the temptation, right?
Well, Theric,
I say we do
what's
it.
your call? What's your call?
We're going. We're going.
Yeah.
We're not about maximizing XP. We're about maximizing fun. This isn't the
I love
101
that.
stream.
Yeah, they don't have
We-
they
then-
don't know how
then
to
we
have fun
go-
there.
Oh, this
We
is
go,
really
we go
cool.
deeper and greedier.
Get deeper and greedier. Hardcore.
Oh.
Yeah, he almost knocked you back. Your herald got knocked back.
Oh my.
Alright, this guy's getting the bees. I'm gonna start putting the bees on these guys.
Come on, troll. Think you're hot stuff?
In, nice swords. I saw that.
Hey, man, Rohan, you got a map to Rivendell.
Did I?
Yeah,
I got one of them.
you looted a map.
I've been waiting.
map to
Okay.
Rivendell. You can now go visit the
You finally know the way.
I've
the
been waiting
troll.
for
You like prevented a
How did the
troll
troll-
attack on
Yeah.
Rivendell because they were apparently planning on invading.
Yeah.
Honestly, it probably just came from somebody they killed.
Yeah,
They ate somebody who had a map to Rivendell.
Yeah.
there was an elf here at one point.
Well, where's Glamdring or Orcrist? Come on. I need one of those. I need one of those things.
No.
Well,
Or even a
Glamdring
sting.
is in the hands of Gandalf,
Right now, you're right. And Orcrist is buried with Thorin. I
buried
know.
with Thorin.
Shoot. Missed it.
Well,
Oh,
where's
boy.
Thorin?
We can
Let's
go
go
dig
dig
up
him up.
Thorin.
You can dig him up.
I mean, it's wasted right now.
Yeah. Gandalf isn't dead yet, so we could probably go ask him for it. In this storyline. Sorry if that's a spoiler for anyone.
I think that's okay. I think it's all right. It's allowed.
I mean, even with the movies, it's, 23 years ago.
Hey, speaking of
Please don't
movies-
say things like that. That's scary.
It really is kind of depressing.
Yeah. God, I remember waiting out in line to see those movies.
I took off work.
Oh, yeah.
Saw it twice that day.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
Wait. There's movies?
There's a troll walking up behind us. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
there's stairs even going down.
good. Yeah.
The one that always gets me is Toy Story, which came out about 28 years ago now.
28 years ago, my gosh.
1995.
That's some craziness.
Jeez. Sid is flipping burgers somewhere. terrorizing the workers at the Hardee's or wherever he's at.
Yeah. Hardee's, though, I don't know. That might be a little high end for Sid.
Oh, maybe.
He's probably at an In-N-Out or something.
Yeah, I used to like In-N-Out. I had them recently in Salem, Oregon, and I was like, I'm not a fan.
Don't let anybody from California hear you say that.
I know. I when I was in Southern California, loved it. It was great there.
Whataburger's much better.
Oh, and
Don't worry, guys. I'll just yell at that mob you're running after and finish them off for you. It's cool.
I heard the sounds of battle behind us still going. I was like, I don't think we're done yet.
well, we obviously weren't doing anything. We were just running after, saying, "Hey, no, come back."
Come back.
No, don't stop.
Nope. The Windows key. I've got a problem.
Windows key.
I use Alt a lot, so with my thumb.
Yeah, that's
I use
funny.
Alt 2 on the Tartarus quite a bit.
Yeah. I don't like using Control. It's just too awkward. So.
But it's right beneath.
Well,
it.
I'm not really using Alt, I'm using the Tartarus, but
Oh yeah.
Nice.
lag.
Yep, a little bit of a spike there.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah,
I'll take a drink while I'm waiting.
There we go.
Is that the new drinking game? Take a drink every time there's a lag.
It's every
Well,
time
this
somebody
is just
says
tea.
lag.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, here we go.
My wife had a drink recently called a Dirty Shandon.
What is that?
It was excellent. It's like champagne plus this kind of citrusy liquor called Shandon, and then it had bitters and stuff in it too. But it was really good.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, she doesn't like most drinks, and she downed that pretty quickly. So that means it was good.
I don't think I've ever even heard of it. Was it like, have you seen it in other places or just at the one
No.
place? Or?
No, it was just something made up by the place we were at.
Oh,
but-
here's a boss.
He's got a big spike.
Oh, and a friend.
Uh-oh. Gad hoop.
Right,
He's
flag
got a-
is down.
He's got a crest.
Yes. Interesting. All right, time to go to
Where'd you
town.
get those feathers?
Maybe he
No.
drops them.
Stay
Maybe
away
that's-
from me.
Maybe that's Vendini's new headgear there, is the feathers.
We can only hope.
Okay, good.
He was
Next
on his way
stand.
to Vegas.
He really didn't like me for a few minutes there. Or a
Yeah,
few seconds
I
there.
had switched to the other guy to get him pinned, and I ignored the boss for too long.
Oh no, it's fine. I just because I lived, that's why it's fine. But otherwise, man, would I be pissed?
He would have dropped out of the group right now.
That's it. I'm out.
You guys.
Rage
suck.
quit.
Yeah. What did that guy drop? Anything good?
Yeah, these are some fun battles.
Oh, I got an interesting two-handed sword, Beast Render.
Ooh.
Crow, this might be a decent one. It doesn't have any might on it. It's a bunch of regen stats.
Oh, I got a
Okay.
bow. I got the bow of Nimrodel. I like a good bow. Not on this character, but
No one here uses runestones, right?
No.
Nope, that's Runekeeper only.
Oops.
Yeah, I got a good one earlier, and I realized nobody uses them.
Nobody we care about anyway, right?
That's right.
I think we might be down to the bottom level here.
Satisfying. Very satisfying.
It is.
Yeah, Sparrow, a bow, you say?
I was just gonna. I like bows.
Manaraya uses bows. Theric uses bows.
Not crossbows. No crossbows.
No crossbows. Yeah, we've had this discussion before. You and I are anti-crossbow.
Yeah.
Even
There would
if
be
you're
no
just using it as a
crossbows in
stat
my
stick.
game.
Yeah.
Really? You're
Let
not
Desert
putting
get
them in the
out.
game? What did you say? Desert doesn't like him?
He's gonna use a crossbow, and I said, I don't care what he says. Rangers don't use crossbows.
Absolutely true. Absolutely. Sparrow's smart. Look, she's also anti-crossbow. So it's too much like a gun, man.
Exactly.
There's no guns
I agree
in
with you.
fantasy games.
I just feel like you can't have the kind of agility you need. You know,
Yeah, agreed.
if you have a crossbow, because you gotta. It's just too heavy and cumbersome.
Sounds like a challenge. I think we need to do some testing.
Regular worms, nothing good that way. Let's see what's this way.
Okay.
Thieves, come on!
He just blasts you guys.
We were just running around.
That's so funny when that happens. So to put this dungeon experience that we're having into a Pantheon lens, like if this dungeon was this size in Pantheon, the time it would take you to get down to this level, like fighting your way down, would be ridiculous. Like it would be like a week's worth of adventure, right? And I mean, this is great, but think of how satisfying it would be if you were in here and that was the type of combat, the type of long.
You'd be
Right.
logging out at several of the places that we've been fighting through and coming back.
Right. Those little
Well-
campfires they've shown in the past, right?
Yeah, there are the. Oh, maybe this is something I shouldn't say, but there are gathering things that you can gather, and if once you find them, you can get there more easily.
Oh, that was in the. You're talking about the campsites in dungeons. They've talked about that.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah. We've seen them. They've shown them on stream in Amber Fate. There's been a few.
See, I
What-
know what
but-
Man of Rohan is saying, and I don't think you can
think-
say that thing because I don't think they've shown it on stream.
Okay.
Yeah, so he
And I
did
don't
talk
think
about
we
it.
talked about it.
Well, he talked about it in the Disparate Worlds stream.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
So there's ways to, once you found them. Maybe it's the campfires as well, but
It sounds like you're talking about the campfires because you're supposed to be able to travel between them as well once you've unlocked them.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, because the idea is you want to be able to more quickly get there if you're wanting to play with friends, that kind
Yeah.
of a thing.
There's
So-
probably a connection between the two things that we're sort of talking about here. It sounds like maybe they've iterated on the campfires that they've talked
Yeah.
about before. Sounds like,
because he didn't say campfires, he said gathering stones.
huh?
So
Gathering stone. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
that
sounds
might
like
that
an
might be Go ahead,
iteration.
Fate. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like what Theric said, like an iteration. Like maybe they've decided to like a stone fits the better than just like a little campsite, a little campfire.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, the idea that there are going to be safe-ish areas that you could log out at, they're definitely planning on that because, yeah, you're right. This is going to be a 12, 24-hour, real life.
Yeah, real dungeon.
try to get down here. So,
Hey, Ari.
Hey, Ari. Nice to see you.
Harry, whoa.
Better late than never. Betcha.
I'm just gonna go watch that real quick. If you guys start dying, just yell. I'll shoot you a heal.
He's gonna go
This
investigate.
this sounds like breaking news.
Yeah.
Is what this sounds
Yeah,
like.
there were some serious things that he talked about. So I'm excited to further discuss it with everyone.
Huh? That's so crazy. That's great for them that they got that sort of breaking beans. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like Joppa sort of like is smart about how he, gives those out. It's very deliberate. Love that.
I mean, if I was him, I don't know. I'd be like, I'm so tired of holding this in. Here you guys go. I'm just gonna give more than I plan to because I'm just tired of keeping it in because I just want to talk about it.
Yeah. You're probably right.
So I guess don't trust me on a super secret game thing. I guess is what I'm saying. I guess.
Yeah. As long as Ben Dean's not around, I mean, he's off the leash, right?
So, different thing. What's the purple in my bar? My health bar.
That's a little present from me. You're welcome.
That is Vendini giving you a damage shield.
Ah, nice. Thank you. Thanks for the damage shield.
Hey, anything for you, big guy.
Yeah, Ari, it is that kind of party. It's that kind of stream. We were talking about getting lit earlier, so that's what's going on.
Oh, Vin, you got a crossbow. It's got to be destroyed. Those are apparently the rules.
Yeah,
Sorry, pal.
the crossbow of Ravanion.
I'll do what I want with my crossbow.
Yeah, you 101ers are a bad influence. We try to keep it on the up and up around here, but you guys influence us. I'm actually looking forward to coming together with the 101 group for raids. So that's gonna be a ton
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
fun.
that sounds like it'll be fun.
Like there's gonna be so much chatter and so much talking on it. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Especially if Essen is drinking.
Oh my gosh.
Might have to put a moratorium on that.
No drinking.
Oh my gosh, that'll be madness. Madness.
No
I say.
limoncello. I think that's what he drank on.
that what he
Okay,
did?
I'll do the drinking next time.
Okay, good. Good.
I need some dirty Shandons. That's what I need.
Gary Shandling, is that what you said?
Ah,
Poor Gary Shandling.
was he Canadian?
No, I don't think so.
Because
No,
he's real funny, so I thought he must be.
it's true. We are funny inherently, but
It's we're at higher altitudes. Our brains are just oxygen deprived most of the time, so
Yeah, Drac will have another heart-to-heart with the crew before we come together for the raid stream, probably. Like, listen.
he needs to post the heart to heart on the blooper reel or something, though, isn't there? That little snippet. The pep talk? Was it a pep talk?
It was funny. They took a break even from the stream.
Yes, I was there when they took their break. That's what I mean. I think he mostly raged on them.
Yeah.
It didn't help.
It didn't help at all, actually. It might have got worse.
I know
Well,
these
I
bees are
noticed-
helping. Go ahead.
I noticed
Sorry.
Essen. No, you're fine. I noticed Essen traded the limoncello for tequila. He had a bottle of Class Azul
oh my gosh.
on his background, in the background, or what looked like Class Azul.
Was this
anyway.
on Tuesday? Is this all
Yeah, this was on Tuesday.
Because I was working till like 8 o'clock. I didn't get a chance to watch any of the Tuesday stream. Oh my gosh!
Oh.
I had no idea I had no idea any of this happened.
Yeah, no, it got
There's-
really crazy.
There's heavy D's and V's talk.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I clipped that, as much of it as I could.
I see.
And we ain't talking about Drac and Vindinis, Eric.
It's slowly becoming clear to me now. I didn't realize it, but now it makes sense.
Well,
There's- It was a little too much.
I mean, I thought last week was crazy. Sarah was basically crying, and so was Ari. Like they're basically falling out of their chairs laughing.
Again, we did it again. It was very. Yeah, that was funny. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, Drac, don't tell Theric. Yeah, it's a conspicuously lack of commentary from you that I have not heard about this. It's super funny. I really think it's hilarious, actually.
Well, do you remember the dungeon with all the stairs, and we ended up fighting Valendil and this guy who started like Droll Varg or something like that? I forgot his name. That's the D and the V, but there were other connotations made
Yeah,
as they were fighting that. Yeah.
Once I knew Essenen was in the mix with drinking, now D and V makes a lot of sense. I get it. Crazy.
Oh, you guys went up there.
A bunch of crazy people.
Yep, there didn't seem to be any good outlets for down here. It just seemed to be trolls and bears. So let's head back up.
All right.
Oh my.
You guys are hilarious, Ari. I can't argue with that.
Oh no.
Throwing stones. Don't get knocked off the edge. Your herald is living dangerously.
Are you 46 yet, Theric?
No, I got two bubbles to go.
To be 46?
No, to be 45.
Oh, I'm like, what?
Excuse me, 45. Yeah, 45. Sorry.
Well, like, shoot, I've only gotten like 2 bubbles now.
Yeah, it's
total.
Slow. It's definitely slow. It's funny though because this is a new area. I like this. I'm having fun, and I think this is like
me too.
what was supposed to be like a side thing. It's turned into a really cool main thing. So
Yeah.
I'm digging it.
A good public dungeon does not hurt.
Yeah.
Plus, really cool scenery in here.
I love the verticality. I love the multi-levels. I love being able to see down and see bigger, badder stuff down there.
It's so Amber Fadey.
It really is.
If only we could climb. Oh, we got 2 more. What in the...
I think we need to do what's my loot bag status here?
Sounds like a plan.
33 of 50. It's time to do a loot check.
I love how my yell sounds like someone's ripping my arm off. Because
completed troll kicker.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
I am an
All right, let's stop for bag stuff.
new deed. Advanced troll kicker. Can I become advanced in my troll kicking? That is.
Oh, Vin, I've got a robe drop for you, but you can't wear it for a few levels.
Oh look, my title. Therabear the troll kicker. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I like mule skinner.
love it.
Mule
Ooh,
Skinner. All right, let's see.
48. No. Shoot.
Yeah, some of the gear we're getting is for down the road, but
Oh, very nice. Thank you.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Selling.
Oh, I wish I could use some of these, some of this stuff.
I've changed my title like 4 times tonight. Like I haven't used any of them until tonight. I might as well do a couple.
I think that's everything.
Although that was like my main objective when I first played EverQuest. I just wanted to get to 20 so I could get a second name, like
Yeah,
a
right.
surname.
I know.
And once I did, I was kind of listless. I was kind of aimless for a while because I'm like, I don't know what to do. That was my whole goal. And then,
I've accomplished the goal I set for myself.
yeah,
Yeah.
now I'm 20. What do I do now?
Yeah, you guys, that happens to you guys too, because that's like for me, when I get to a goal, it's great, but then I'm like, now I don't care anymore. You know, like.
All right, done with inventory.
Yes, I think
Alrighty.
my inventory is good.
Let's head back up and get to stuff we kill a little quicker.
I can call my herbalist right now.
Do you have a landscape soldier token thingy?
Guess I must.
Yeah, you can get tokens to actually let you summon your skirmish soldiers out of skirmishes for a limited time.
Oh,
They're meh, but doesn't hurt.
I should wait until I'm alone.
What are you gonna do with your soldier that you need to wait for to? Never mind.
At the same
Oh
time,
no! You caught me! Oh no!
Once-
I said it out loud.
he wants to have an intimate moment with his herbalist.
I meant because I'm fighting harder stuff.
Yeah,
He's
we'll
mixing
go
up
with
a
that.
special drink for the herbalist.
How'd you like your dirty Shandon, herbalist?
Dirty Shandon. I couldn't remember the name of it. I would have said it if I remembered the name of it.
And this is how Man of Rohan ended up on a list in Bree.
Mr.
The 101.
A
I just
list
got an
for
invite
rain?
from the 101 to join their stream. I've graduated to Fireball.
You've crossed over.
A list for Bree. I want to try Bree so good. You have to be on a list for it.
You already tried that one.
Yeah,
Faith.
you did. Yeah, don't you remember? You learned your lesson.
No, I didn't learn my lesson.
No?
Give me some more. It was delicious.
We need you now.
No.
You can have your disgusting death Bree later. Right now, we need you. Stabbing these ankles.
It's like blue cheese. It's an acquired taste.
Mm.
I actually despise blue cheese.
Mhm.
I despise the thought of blue cheese. I've never tried it, and I never will. I'm not into mold. Really, just not into mold.
Yeah. I like blue cheese dressing.
Not
I
even-
collect spores, molds, and fungus.
Apparently, I like mold.
Ugh,
Yeah.
no dice.
Delicious mold.
Sweet, sweet mold.
Watching The Last of Us has given me a whole new appreciation for my hatred of fungus and fungi-related things.
Well, I do hate fungus.
Does it make you a zombie? Is that what
Yeah,
happens?
yeah.
Ah.
It's based off of a real life fungus as well. Carcetops, something like that. I can't remember what it's called.
So
But
okay.
it affects
Nightmare fuel.
ants.
Thanks, fate.
Yeah, it affects ants mainly.
They at the very beginning of episode 1, there's like a little bit where they talk about that. There's two scientists sort of on a talk show, and they're sort of debating existential threats, and that's what one of them talks about.
Yeah, the cold open that they did there to add that in was really cool.
Yeah, it was super cool. I really enjoyed that too.
Get back here, stupid lizard.
Why does it make you sad, Mr. C? It's making me very happy. Really.
I have neither played the game nor seen the show, so
I've never played the game. Only seen the show.
No, I don't do zombie games.
it's real. I just don't do console games. That's my thing.
PC Master Race.
Yes.
I got the game as a throw-in with my PS4, I want to say.
Yeah.
And whoop, hello, Ad. And I got it and thought about playing it, but it was right in like March of 2020. And I decided I didn't really want to start a game about a deadly worldwide pandemic around then.
but
That's a very good point. Yeah.
So
Yeah, did you
Little
get
too
the?
close to home. Yeah.
Did you get the PS? Sorry, I keep interrupting you, man.
No, you're good. You're good.
Did you get the PS4 that came with God of War, Last of Us, and Horizon?
yes, that was the one.
Yeah, I got that same one as well. I played God of War and Last of Us. Haven't finished either of them, and still haven't played Horizons, and that was like 3 years ago.
I thought about playing more games, but really all I bought it for was playing Persona 5 Royal. So
See, I got mine so I could play the Final Fantasy VII remake. And then they immediately abandoned PS4, and I don't have PS5. So I'd either have to buy the whole game and the DLC on PC in order to play the DLC, or get a PS5 and get the. They do. I think they still offer the free upgrade for the PS4, and then buy the DLC.
Yeah.
It was
That's what I did, Fate.
unpleasant.
I bought the PS4 version. I didn't have a PS4. But I'm like, I must buy Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up borrowing one from a coworker's son. She's like, my son has a PS4 that he never plays anymore. I'm like, can I borrow it? And so I did. I played through it, and then later that winter we were able to snag a PS5. My father-in-law wanted to get it for the kids, and so he was up till 3 or 4 in the morning for a few nights and was able to finally get one.
Oh, nice. Wow.
He's like, I'm up then anyway. No big deal.
Wow,
They're
that's
finally being common enough that you can just go walk into a store and have a reasonable chance of getting one.
Yeah.
That's so crazy that it's been out for so long and it's just now getting to that point.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It really is.
I don't play very many console games, so even the ones that I have, I just rarely find myself sitting on the couch playing.
Yeah.
I have to plan it out and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this today, so I should make time for that.
Yeah. The only console I've had in the last 15-20 years is the Nintendo consoles. We had the Wii, and then we had the Wii whatever, the next one, U,
yeah.
and then now we have a Switch. So.
Yep. I like Switch.
It's mostly just for Breath of the Wild and the Zelda games. That's really all it's about.
Oh man, I'm looking so forward to Tears of the Kingdom.
So my wife and I have that whole week off. It starts on, I think it comes out on the Thursday or the Friday. So we took the Thursday and the Friday and then the weekend, and then we have the Monday, Tuesday, and we're just gonna no life that game. And she's not a gamer. It's the only game she wants to do that with. So I was like, yes, we are doing that.
I'm probably going to take a few days off for it as well. I usually don't do that.
One of our best family sort of memories is gaming is playing Skyward Sword together, all 4 of us, like me, my wife, and my 2 kids. We had a lot of fun with that game. We completed it and played the whole thing as a family. It was super fun.
I love Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite, for sure.
It's better in my memory than it is now. I bought the remake. The remake reminded me that some of the holding the sword up doesn't work as great as you remember it.
Yeah.
It definitely conceptually was far more interesting than it was in execution.
Yeah. I liked the music. I liked the main, island that in the sky that you were in. I liked how that was set up. And the other quests around it. Yeah, I thought it was great.
The flying music when you're flying around on your bird was amazing.
It was really good. It was really good.
But yeah, because I played that when it came out and really enjoyed it, and then I came back to it years later to do a replay, because I'm big on replaying games every now and then, and I couldn't get through it.
I know. I did the same thing when I bought the remake. I tried, but I just gave up pretty quickly because I was like, it was fun with the family. It's not so much fun on second go around.
Speaking of replaying games, I haven't done it for a while, but Phantasy Star 4 is one of my favorites. And Nathan Napalm has been playing that one recently. And we both were saying if Phantasy Star 5, as an RPG came out, I would buy a new console for that game.
Wow.
So
I've never played one of the Phantasy.
I've been in a JRPG mood, so I'm playing Tales of Arise lately.
Okay.
I've been wanting to play the Tales games for a long time. I keep meaning to try and get into them. They're supposed to be pretty good.
Tales of Arise is on PC and it looks really good.
Yeah, or like Skies of Arcadia is another great one.
Has anybody played the Octopath Traveler games?
Yeah, I played the first one.
Aren't they great? That
Yeah.
the music in the first one is probably one of my all-time favorite soundtracks.
Yeah.
Unbelievable how good that is.
Good night, Sarah.
Yeah, see you,
Hey,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Have fun with that
The-
laundry.
The only thing I didn't like about it is that it got a little formulaic with the because you're doing the stories and it's the same kind of, you got to get everyone's story up to a certain level and then you get to the next level and then,
And some
So,
there's a couple of the stories that were so rough, like the cleric girl, like the priest girl. Oof, man, I could not stand her story. It was like her voice annoyed me, and the writing annoyed me. Like everything about that story annoyed me. And then there was one boss that was such a difficulty spike, and it brutal. I actually never even got past it. I just gave up because I couldn't beat this one boss. And,
Yep, I haven't finished it either. Put a lot of hours into it, but never finished it.
Yeah. But I'm tempted to try 2 because it's getting really good reviews and everybody's. Nathan's been playing it quite a bit.
Yeah, this is a big year for games like that because
Goodness,
we've got
there's so much stuff coming out. There's Starfield, there's Tears of the Kingdom,
Final Fantasy
4,
16.
Final Fantasy 16, which I'd totally forgotten about.
Yep.
Death Stranding 2.
Yep.
What else? Dougie just had a video listing all the great games coming out this year, and some of them I had totally forgotten about, even though they're big games.
And we might actually even see Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
Oh yeah.
Might.
Man, I don't know how I'm going to play that. It took 2 years for the PC version of the first game to come out.
Yeah.
And I don't have a PS5, and I don't know if I want to get a PS5 because the only thing I use my PS4 for is streaming. Like sitting on the couch watching stuff with my girlfriend. And so it doesn't seem worth it to get a PS5.
Yeah. I've really loved having the PS5. So I actually play more console games right now than I play. I just finished Persona 4 Golden, which was excellent.
Nice. Which ending did you get?
I went all the way to the end. Yeah, with the because it was Golden. So I think I know. Because there's the new character Marie that you meet, and so you get to play to the end of her story. I think unless there's another end I don't know about, which that could be true.
Stans is laughing. He's like, yeah.
So
Feeling there might be.
there definitely could be because we were talking about one guy who played it and he said, yeah, when I played it back in the day, I made a choice earlier. Well, it's to the end of the game ish, but it ended the game right there, and
Yeah,
that was
got a good ending. Must have ended it.
Yeah,
it
because
it is a good ending.
Yeah, he loved it. He goes back and then he saw like screenshots or something of people snowboard or skiing and snow. He's like, what? Did they add new stuff?
I never did that.
Yeah.
That's pretty great. That's how I started playing Elden Ring again. I saw somebody do something and I'm like, wait, what is that? I'm like, I never saw that boss. I don't know who that is. Okay, now I got to do this. That game, like, I remember when it came out and there was like the tagline on the advertisement was like a lifetime of secrets. I'm like, oh man, dude, you're killing me here.
I put 175 hours into that game, and still didn't do everything. I still completely skipped the Halleck tree.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
did I just say something that you don't even know about?
No, I know about the Halleck tree. Yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So all the stuff I saw was not only my character, but my son played it too. So he put a lot of hours into it. So I saw all the stuff he did. So.
That's mostly my experiences through him because I was too intimidated to play it myself. I died so much fighting the first story boss. I took me 40 times, literally 40 times to beat him.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, Margit?
Yeah. Margit, and good old Margit. And then you get to like Godwin or whatever his name is, Godric, and you're like
Godric, yeah.
Yeah, and you're like people, and then the whole rest of the game, all the NPCs like basically shit on him, saying what a loser he is. You're like, wow, that guy was like the weakest of the weak. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah, I was so scared of fighting Margit because I had been like seeing all. I mean, I got it right when it came out, but like I was taking my time and stuff like that, and I see all these people complaining about how tough Margit is. So I like I went south instead of going up to the Stormwind Castle,
Right.
and did the Castle Morn instead down in the south in the southern peninsula.
Mm-hmm.
And did all that stuff first, and then when by the time I was done with that, I was so over leveled that I just stomped on Margit.
Yeah.
Godric.
Yeah, I think I did. I went to Margit first, and then realized how much I was getting myself killed, and went and did Castle Morn, and went and did all that stuff down in the south there.
Yeah, my son went to one of the things where you can go underground and fight
Oh yeah.
a boss, and he got this bloodhound or blood something sword,
Yep.
and he finally beat that one, and then that one just like the OP'd him for the rest of the game. Like he just was able to handle everything after that.
My son did sort of the same thing. He kept telling me how like the blood build was the best in the game, and he loved having his bleed build. And this was, you know, he watches a lot of videos. I'm sure he like looked it up or whatever, but yeah, he was very into the bleed build.
Rivers of blood and that sort of thing.
Yes,
Did he?
yes, he
did he
did.
get mad when they nerfed it?
I don't know. I don't remember him getting mad about a nerf, but
Mr. C.
everybody hyped Margaret up, and then I two-shotted her. Yeah, right. Two-shotted her. Come on.
My
Yeah,
first
these-
build was. Oops, there I go.
Off the edge.
And he's after you too.
Now Stan's ended up down here with me too.
Oh, okay.
What were you saying, Fate? Your first build was what?
Sorcery build. I did a sorcery build because I had done a sorcery pyromancy build on Dark Souls 3 and I really liked it. And so I wanted to do a sorcery build on Elden Ring as well, and it ended up being really strong. And in some cases, a little too strong. Certain bosses were kind of trivialized by him being able to just like
Zap him from a distance.
zap them from range. Yeah,
I know. Well, that's my second bit. That's what I'm doing right now in my second playthrough is a complete sorcery build, and I'm shocked at how much different of an experience it is when you can do things from range like that. Because my first guy, I was basically just doing like a faith dexterity type build with like a lance and some incantations to sort of supplement it. I never look up a build. I didn't do anything like that was known. I just sort of did what I thought was cool, and it was difficult.
Yeah. Although the incantations in this game, or excuse me, in Elden Ring, are stronger than they've been in any of the like previous games.
Oh, is that
Usually, the incantations are actually pretty weak. So if you were using incantations, they were actually almost as good as the sorceries.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the lightning, right, Mr. C? There was that lightning spear. I can't remember where. I think it's the spell that drops off. Anyway, it's a really nice spell that I ended up using quite a bit.
Yeah, my son had an incantation where it was just basically a double of himself,
Oh,
and
nice.
he's like, I just do that, and he just manhandled everything.
Oh, that's the Mimic tier, the summon
Yeah.
that you get pretty late into the game.
Yeah, I don't think I ever found that. Interesting.
You fight like a version of yourself, and then after the battle in a chest, you can get the Mimic tier summon. It's a not an Ash of War summon.
Neat.
Yeah, I like that he killed someone. Like when you first come out of the first little castle area, and it opens up on the world, you know, and then you meet one person who doesn't actually attack you to begin with, like almost everyone else. He's talking to you about something, and then my son attacked him. I'm like, why did you attack? He's like, oh no, I didn't mean to. And then he's like, what? I'll just run out and I'll just go do something, and then maybe he won't hate me again.
Nope.
And nope, he
Nope.
still hates you, and you have to kill him.
Permanently.
Yeah.
You can do the go to where the turtle is, the turtle pope, and there's a little fountain there, and if you bring an item to it, you can get all the NPCs to forgive you.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Even if you've killed them. If it's a quest NPC like Vari, which is the white masked Vari who he attacked, it sounds like, I believe even if you've killed them, they'll come back to life.
That's interesting. Yeah, because he killed the first merchant you get as well, the trader.
Oh, he
Kale?
killed Kale.
Kale, the
Yeah.
first merchant. Bing.
I said, you are a cold-hearted snake, son.
Someone leveled up.
Yeah, that was me. Level 45.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right.
I'm almost there. About 12% away.
We'll get there by the end. We got 15 minutes left on the stream. We'll get you that level.
Yeah, we're going back to stuff that dies quicker.
Yeah, no kidding. Goodness. Who are these snow trolls? No armor even. Ridiculous.
It's almost like they don't have that massive resistance to anything other than ancient dwarf damage. So weird.
We can't all be ancient dwarfs.
The only thing I didn't like about the sorcery build in Elden Ring is that the pebble is your bread and butter. It's like it's so good
Yeah.
that using other spells is kind of like is suboptimal.
100%. That's exactly what I've experienced so far too. I keep buying new spells and I'm like, nope, not as good. Not as good.
Yeah.
Pebble's still better.
Like you have spells that are situationally better, like Glintstone Arc, which travels through a bunch of enemies, and so you can take out big groups of enemies with a couple of casts.
Or you can
then
just spam the pebble. You know, like.
Oh,
I'm waiting for that new awesome Uber spell that I am no longer using Pebble. It hasn't come along yet.
Rock Sling, I think, is probably the one you're waiting for.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
Did you guys see the announced DLC?
Yeah,
I think it's
was
announced.
Just
Yes.
gonna mention that DLC coming. Yeah.
What was it? Oh, I can't remember what it was called now. But it showed like Mikola riding Torrent is what it looked like.
I didn't pick that up. Interesting. God, I wish I knew the lore as well as like that's the kind of level of lore knowledge that I want to have in Pantheon. Like, I mean that's a high bar to meet, and it probably won't meet that bar. But man, oh man. Yeah, Skelro says they're into dexterity strength build, so that's cool. Bloodhound Fang carried me through the game, right? I think you're one of many people.
Well, for that's my son.
Yeah. Oh, that's your son. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the...
I didn't. You said Skelero. I'm like, what the? Oh yeah, that's him.
Oh,
So-
I remember that actually. I think he was in for a rewind one time, and we got to chatting.
Yep. Yeah, he actually won a
One of the pledge giveaways. that we
one of the
did.
pledges. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Now it's all coming back to me. Awesome.
Yeah, he'll win. I don't win. I don't win things.
Yeah, we keep hyping it up for you. We keep trying to influence VR to
Yeah.
load the dice for you. Doesn't
Just
seem
hoping maybe I'll write a good enough song. They'll love me enough. They'll just help me out.
Oh, if the ones you've done already are not good enough, then I don't think it can happen.
Yep. Can't wait for the next one. It's we're working on it.
Yeah, you and Ben.
Ben and I.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Did you hear? I teased it a little bit on the rewind.
Yeah, I did. I was like, oh goodness, I better get moving.
Now you're committed to it. Now you can't not make it.
Well, I was already going, but I'm like, oh, I gotta step up my game a little bit.
Awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
Shadow of the Erd Tree. That's what it's called.
Ah.
Nice.
It was bothering me. I had to tab out and find it real quick.
As much as I like the game, I just really wish that George R. Martin would finish his dingin' books. Like, would
I
you
would-
just finish, please?
Yeah, it's a trade-off I would take too. Dude's got to finish those books.
I mean, just one. I think as he said he planned on 2. I'm like, well, I hope you don't die, man. Please don't die.
You know what's going to happen though is when the next book comes out, I'm going to do the same thing I do with video games. When I know it's the last in the series, I don't finish it because I don't want it to end. So I just always leave it sort of hanging. Like with The Witcher, the Blood and Wine, the last Witcher 3 game. DLC, I guess. I've never actually finished it. I played it, but I've never finished it because I don't want that series to be done. Like I just.
He's just gonna have Brandon Sanderson finish it for him.
Oh,
That's what's
God.
it's gonna be in some sort of contract.
No. No.
No, I don't want to wait. Just please finish it,
Yeah,
Mark. Come on,
seriously.
George.
Come on,
We
George.
can do it.
Get it together.
Sanderson is just like a machine, though. He just puts out so many
Yeah.
books.
Speaking of awesome writers, so Crow, in the game you're making, you're basically building by yourself. How are you integrating all your, like, are you writing all the fiction, all the lore to go with it, obviously?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's completely separate from, like, the Sway of Storm stuff, like, all that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
It's a totally different story.
Cannot wait. That's going to be fun.
Oop, black spike.
Lag spike. Take a drink.
Lag, lag, lag. I see a bear running.
I saw person transport is what I saw.
And you must be pretty close, Fate. I've already gotten like 2 bubbles worth of experience since digging.
Yeah, I'm less than 5% away.
Nice. I think my wife is baking cookies upstairs. I'm getting antsy.
Oh my.
And now I want to go.
man.
I'm like, stream's almost over. I got cookies waiting for me, I think. Can't confirm, but it's what it smells
Like, guys, I have a tornado. I need
Yeah.
I need to go hide. It's not cookies, I promise. This is like a murder floor. We're getting everybody.
Just running around, slaughtering
Basically,
them.
just
The
Trying to
entire
get-
floor should have heard her screaming by now.
we're not subtle, Crow.
No.
Just trying to get Fate her last little bit of XP.
I think that that riverbed with all the like trolls and stuff was the best spot, but there weren't very many monsters down there.
We just
I think it's
cleared
been a
this
really
level
fun dungeon for this stream.
Mhm. Yeah, I would imagine doing this with other groups around. Like, that's the goal.
Yeah, yeah.
With as long as it's taken us just to get me like less than 3/4 of a level, it's gonna take a while to get to 50. I think.
I know,
think I'm gonna need
right?
the full
Yeah.
2 weeks to get to 50.
Yes.
The XP curve kicks in post 40. That's definitely a shift.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Maybe do a little research, find the best XP spot, and just grind the heck out of that area.
hmm
I actually Googled that. I looked it up, like searched on videos on YouTube to like best XP, and like there actually aren't that many that I found for this game where it's like people don't play it like that, right? It's just not that kind of game.
Yeah, it's not that kind
Oh.
of game.
The closest thing there really is to that doesn't kick in until you are level 65 or higher, and you have a friend who is a decent amount higher than that. Is you can basically chain run the warg pens up to a certain point,
I've heard about
and,
that.
and have your higher level friend power level you by only doing it to a certain point, completing the 2 quests, and then resetting it.
Interesting.
And that's the only real power leveling that that is there, just because level differences and quests kind of curtail that. Oh, you gotta be close.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be like imminent here.
Oh, that was last year, Derek.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Okay, now I have a Who song in my head.
Pinball Wizard?
Imminence
Pulled
front.
again. Ah. Boy, that's a deep cut there. Nicely done.
Yeah, true, dude. We did not make it to Moria. We are not in Moria.
We're in the Blue Mountains, not
Yes.
in the Misty Mountains.
Sarno.
What level is Moria in this game?
Starts at 50, although the plan is to kind of start doing the quests that lead into it, so we can basically have people unlock access at 45. That's when we can go there and start doing it. So probably in the off stream or over the course of the next week, that's likely what we'll run people through.
Why don't you
Nice.
post the beginning of the lead up to Moria quests in the channel?
Will do. And
There you
grass.
go.
There you go.
Congrats.
Awesome.
2 minutes to spare.
2 minutes to spare, right on time. All right, so
We did it.
let's get the heck out of here.
I think I recall the beginning of the stream. Let's just get let's get these levels pretty quick.
Yeah, right. The whole stream, 2 hours later. You know what? That's like I said though. This was actually a good.
We spent some time in a really fun area
Yeah.
with long battles, and
I didn't.
Yeah, I'm
mind
fine
this
with
at
it.
all. Yeah, I
It was
didn't mind this
great.
at all. Lots of good loot
Although,
too.
I don't think I could be comfortable eating here with the guy with the sword pointing at you, you know,
Yeah.
or
not-
drinking. Maybe if
hello,
you're drinking.
my
Yeah.
companion. You.
These dwarves are interesting folks.
Yeah, it's true. It's the dwarves who go swimming with little hairy women. That's what I heard.
Yeah, look at that. Right back to the exit. Very nice. Well done, Stans. Thank you for leading us through that in such a nice, efficient way. Awesome. Well,
So
you guys.
organized.
Yeah, so organized. Okay. Fun stream, everyone. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. Don't forget, we've got the Rewind this weekend with me and Desrin, and we're going to be talking about that Disparate Worlds interview, which apparently some beans were dropped in. So if you want to hear our thoughts on that, be sure to tune in noon on Sunday on our YouTube channel. And don't forget, you can go back and check out our playthrough from the last pre-alpha session. It's on our YouTube channel as well. That video has been doing pretty well. Lots of comments, lots of conversation going on there. And yeah, so unless anybody has anything else they want to add, let's say goodnight.
Good night, guys. Thanks for joining.
Everybody.
Good night.